Clean the house now, people! I want this place looking like Disney on Ice in 1 minute. Harry, if you haven't made your bed, throw it away. It's too late to make it now. Company is coming. Get rid of the couches. We can't let people know we sat. The chairs need to be pushed in. There cannot be any sign of living in this house. I don't care if we have to throw everything out. I want this place looking like a new Mediterranean fusion restaurant by noon.
That is awesome.
We are back on the zoo with actor, comedian, and YouTube sensation Chris Fleming. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome, Chris. Or should we call you Mrs. Gail?
Yeah, Gail is one of my favorite characters on YouTube right now. What I love about it is the way you play her. You don't play her as a woman. She's a female character, right? But you're kind of just playing it. You know, it could be I don't know.
Masculine aggression.
Yes.
An alpha mom, as you call it, right? The alpha mother.
Yeah, exactly. She is the alpha mom. And let me just also say that I am a little bit insulted because you opened up the last segment by telling her that she was a knockout, and I have not been told I'm a knockout.
You are a knockout too.
Thank you. Are you repulsed by me, folks? If anyone's watching at
Gail
home,
is a knockout. You.
I am okay. I'm a knock-in.
Okay. Shoot yourself in the foot, Dennis.
If anyone's watching at home and during the commercial break just came back and there was a beautiful model here and I'm now replaced, they're gonna think something, and we have the same length hair, so they're gonna think something horrible like she
You're the other beautiful model that we have.
Or she had like a nervous breakdown and this is what happened to her.
This is what happened.
By the way, move up one thing because you're. I want you. There you go. I want you on the level.
I never know how to chill on a stoop, you know?
Yeah, I never know how to chill on a stoop either.
You know,
show
like,
you.
do you have like low pot?
No, we
Chris,
gotta give
I'm not really good.
You
I'm
are
not really
so
chill.
different, like right now, than Gail, right?
Well,
like your character.
That's unsustainable.
Which is amazing.
I
love this.
I'd be behind
energy
bars
here.
if I was like that.
How did you come up with Gail?
I'm more of like a flamingo in real life. You know?
How did it happen, though?
Oh, well, I'm from New England. And so there's this kind of Puritan dread that kind of permeates everywhere in New England. There's this intensity that it's not so much, you see it out here in the Lululemon crowds, but not as much. Just like women who keep their SAT tutors like in their basements and just throw them a steak.
Where do you have yours?
My attic. I'm not a savage,
Was
Dennis.
your mom like that though? Was she like very alpha, like always telling you, "Come on, kids"? My mom could be something similar to Gail. Let me tell you.
I think there were elements. She's in the series. She plays Gail's best friend / the Antichrist Bonnie. So there is an that company's coming thing was actually inspired by my mom shaming me for not knowing the difference between a hand towel and a dish towel. So that was just psychologically just breaking me down, Guantanamo style. No, neither do I. It's like
funny.
One's like a rhombus, one's a rectangle.
Well, not to deconstruct your character, because I hate when people explain jokes, but I am captivated by playing her with this, like you said, this masculine aggression.
Yeah.
Is that something that comes out organically when you're like, all right, I'm gonna play this character, or is that part of the strategic process that, okay, she's gonna play it this way?
Well, you know, when I started her in my stand-up, and she was always power walking, and she has this kind of, I'm naturally kind of an alto, my voice, as you hear, but when I become this intensity.
Oh, and she goes jogging too.
About talking about Barnes and Noble and snorting lines of Kashigomi, the voice just kind of drops. You know, it's kind of more in the. It's the most masculine I've ever been in my life. Yeah.
So you're saying you become more masculine when you play Gail?
That's right. That's right.
Something about you screams like late ¡70s punk rock, CBGBs,
Nice.
Is that part of you?
I say more soft rock. 94.7 The Wave is what I'm going for. This is just fueled by a bunch. This is Mike's Hard Lemonade is what this is. That's what I use for hair product.
But Chris, why do you think people are so fascinated with your interpretation of this character? Is it because, you look a little bit like they're not sure whether it's a woman, whether you're androgynous? Because when I get in drag, people, I don't know what it is. They also go crazy. And I'm like, what is it about men dressing up as women that people are so fascinated with?
Yeah, I get there's a lot of things like people being like, I want to laugh at this, but I want to make sure that this is nothing funny's going on. Is it what's happening here?
They're a little confused.
Like there's a bunch of army people are writing to me like that. Like us at here in the barracks, we want to be laughing about this, but we got to make sure this is just a joke. And but it's like, I don't know.
So do you write and produce and do all the content yourself, or do you have a team of people behind you, helping out with producing or maybe even editing, writing, anything?
I edit it and I write it, and my partner directs it, Melissa Stripe. She also plays Gail's daughter in it. But other than that, it's me.
So how many episodes does it have?
Oh, too many.
Really?
There's like 40 of them. I think there's like 8 hours.
How long have you been doing this?
Gail started in 2012.
Okay, so the reason I asked that is because, you know, here do you live in LA now?
I do. Ooh, I shouldn't be giving
No, that's fine. Well, they're gonna come
my
looking for you.
address. Okay.
But you know, all our friends are in the biz, and a lot of us see, you know, some people stick with things.
Right.
You know, but there's always that 1% where the sky just falls in their lap as soon as they get to Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, you've been discovered. But for most people, they have to stick with it, and then other people just can't stick with it. You're sticking with it. You're 5 years into this. What were you thinking when you first started the process, and how do you feel about where you're at now?
Well, now I've actually I have jumped ship a little bit. I'm on hiatus from Gail, and so I'm touring stand-up now.
I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
doing
like,
a
what's
new
going on with
show
that?
called Show Pig. It's great. Just did a bunch of sold-out shows in Boston, New York, going to Seattle and Portland.
Live sketch shows?
Live stand-up and sketch. There's
Is that the Largo LA thing that
yeah,
you're
I'm
doing?
going to Largo. You want to come?
Okay, I would love to go
Are
to
we gonna
Largo.
get the zoo at Largo?
Oh,
Yeah.
Imagine.
All right.
Explain to us a little bit
in
about
June.
it for people that don't know what Largo LA is, because it's starting in June, correct?
Oh, it's just a show. There's a one-night gig I'm doing at Largo.
It's just one night.
in LA.
Is it going to be here? Okay,
One night
perfect.
only.
Perfect.
Now, is
We'll
it-
go.
Does it feel
Sure.
good to you that the audience has been so positive, you know,
they're so
to your
positive.
live shows? Because did you ever feel like, oh, they only love Gail, they don't love me?
Absolutely. There was once a drunk woman in Minneapolis who, 45 minutes into a stand-up show, just started chanting, Gail, 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 and I had to then go into Gail, which is a nightmare, worst case scenario. But other than that, people they're YouTube audiences, so they're wild, but they're also kind of polite. Like after a show in Philadelphia, a girl handed me a bra. Like she said she didn't want to throw it on stage, she didn't want to cause a ruckus, so she just kind of like some kind of perverted claw machine, just kind of handed me a bra. So they're, you know, they're fun.
Nice.
They're nice. They're really
Do you
supportive.
get jealous of Gail sometimes when they go, Gail, Gail?
That she's their favorite? Yeah.
Jesus,
yeah.
Gail.
I get pissed.
Senator, I'm a very wealthy woman. I've had more salmon than you could ever imagine, and I don't know what a school is. I didn't just say that, did I?
Mr. Voss, have you ever seen a school?
Yes, of course I have. It's big and shiny and made out of ice, and you put it up on the table at a gala.
What you are describing is an ice sculpture.
Well, Senator, together I think that we can work hard, and together we can show me what a school is, even though I already know what it is.
There you go. That was Chris Fleming as Betty DeVos. Is that how you say
Betsy.
DeVos? I think she got confirmed as the education secretary.
Sadly, she did.
Yeah, she did. Now, you know, here at LATV, it's Latino Alternative Television. There's a lot of Latinos here. A lot of them are, for good reason, very worried about this administration.
Sure.
I have always tried to look on the bright side. There's comedy galore for us. We're going to be having non-stop things to make fun of for the next 4 years. I think you did a good job.
If the world doesn't end.
If the war doesn't end before the next 4 years,
Yeah.
but do you see this administration and all its follies as a gold mine for sketch material, or?
Well, you know, I can't talk too much about it because I am dating one of Trump's really close friends.
Really?
Yeah, Mike Pence.
Oh!
Yeah. Well, not dating.
I was like,
We're like, it's mostly physical. We're
Wow.
friends with
Breaking
them.
news here on the Zoo.
For an older guy.
Yeah, he looks like Tintin. If you had witnessed him, he's got that Christmas tree shop
By the way,
there.
in my ear thing, the Secret Service just tapped in and said they'd like to speak to you as soon as the show's over.
I'm ready to go. You know, whatever happens to me, guys, I'm ready to go. They're gonna put me in the ocean, so be it. You know?
But do you do a
Send
lot of
me out.
political humor? Is that something that you're, I mean, or was this just easy pickings?
I look exactly like Betsy DeVos. And so I was just watching that and I was like, oh, Christ, okay, I guess I gotta make this since we're carbon copies of each other. I did one about Gary Johnson where he talks about, I'm the kind of guy that would try and talk you into a threesome at a Kia dealership. Like, you know, if there's a character that I kind of relate to, then I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta do it. But other than that, I
have you
don't
always
go
had
too
this
political.
look though on you? Like, do you ever change hair color? Do you ever cut it
I
like
used to have
short?
more of a Mary Martin and like a community theater Peter Pan thing going on. But that's even more tragic on me. You know, I look even.
This is
but
Gail.
This is
Like,
just,
if you put it in a ponytail, it's Gail doing her workout in the morning.
or a Civil War reenactor if I put it in a ponytail, unfortunately. People, yeah.
Chris, I gotta ask you a personal question.
Oh yeah, 3 inches.
Because you have really smooth skin. Can you grow facial hair?
Can I grow?
Oh, I see a couple of, okay.
See, I grow like blonde, like
Okay,
6
like wispy,
foot.
like wispy
Like,
blonde
if
hair.
you walk by, you're like, wait, was that?
It would just be an extension of your head hair.
Right.
Okay.
I haven't shaved in like maybe 8 months. And this
Is,
is-
no,
I
I'm
think
like, really?
No.
Is that not the oddest question you've ever been asked?
No.
What's the oddest question you've ever been asked?
Well, see, my dad actually has he has hairless like Heidi Klum legs.
Wow.
It's bizarre. They're like these gorgeous, like the model who was. I was looking. I was like, that's my dad's pipes.
That's
Where
my
do you get the
dad's
hair
name.
from then? What parent? Like, who has that full head of hair?
Well, my mom is a Cocker Spaniel, so that's where I got this
Messed
from.
up, man.
She's a standard poodle, so that's where I got this look. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but no, that's not. See, if I could have this.
This isn't even a lot. Like, the guys here laugh at me. They're like, that's not, shave that. That's not even a beard.
No, you look like a microbrewer with this. Like you look like the kind of guy.
It's all relative.
It's beautiful.
You know?
Like I get patchy, long things, so like ghost hairs that you walk by.
Dennis, do you get beard at all?
I don't like to grow it out too much, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid if I would grow it out, like if it's gonna grow wild or in patches, because that's how it is on my chest. It just kind of goes all over the place. It has no uniformity to it.
I have one chest hair that it's like a pigtail.
Do you clip it or do you let it grow out?
I let that baby go. I do Rapunzel. Sometimes my friends come over and they just climb up me. Yeah.
Oh, sexy.
It's super sexy.
The pigtail hair. Ding,
It's
ding, ding, ding,
super
ding, ding.
sexy.
We'll have to stop by your place and try that sometime.
Please,
yes.
just Rapunzel.
Okay.
We're actually all
He
gonna
wants
stay.
to
We all
do
need a
it.
place to stay, so we're gonna stay at your place.
I stay in a Petco down in Glendale.
We'll join you. We were talking about astrology at the top of the show, right? What are your feelings on astrology? And before that, let me guess your sign.
Oh yeah, please.
Oh, drum roll, please.
Sagittarius.
Close.
Wait, hold on. I get one more chance.
Well, I just gave you a little. Okay.
Capricorn.
It's wet.
What?
Libra!
No.
Aquarius!
Oh!
What day is your birthday?
January 29th.
Oh, I'm February 1st. We're like days away.
Oh!
I might have found my soulmate today.
Yeah.
He really wants to climb up that hair.
He
I'll
does.
tell
He
you.
wants to come up there.
The thing about it, the one thing that all Scorpios love to have in common is they love to tell you about how they're Scorpios.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my God, that's so true. My roommates are Scorpios and they're like that.